I just think that would be so fun. I would love to do it. So I hope Sony decides to do it because I know when Stan Lee was alive, he used to do it, but
Yeah.
now that Stan's not with us anymore. I'd love to have a chance to do that. So let's send energy out there that they might want to do it.
Good evening. My name is Nigeria Chambers. I'm from Big Gold Belt Media. Nicholas, it's a total honor to talk to you today about your new film, Art of Eight Limbs, which is going to be releasing digitally August 20th. How are you doing?
I'm really well, and I'm excited to talk about this movie because for me it was just a blast being in a movie
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, I'm very excited to talk about it as well too. Before we get into the things, the internet says you're born in Washington, D.C.
That's right. I was indeed born and raised there. I'm an Army brat. My dad was in the military there. I was born at
Andrews.
Walter Reed Army Hospital.
Oh, nice,
And
nice.
yeah, so yeah, my family still lives there. As a matter of fact, I was there 2 weeks ago to see my mom and my brother and sister-in-law. So yeah, I'm a DC boy. And I even went to a Washington Nationals baseball game and we won. We beat the Mets.
Well, well, well. Well, listen, we here at Big O Belt Media, we truly love the folks that take the time to talk to us, but we always like to
Sure.
give a little extra love for our folks from Washington, D.C., since we are based out of Washington, D.C. So
No
it's good to
way.
have that
Wow.
connection today.
Okay. I'm glad. Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you, brother. Now, this film, high octane, non-stop action. I felt like the folks that reached out to me knew exactly what I loved and it delivered. I'm glad to hear that you had so much fun filming this because this was definitely one of those films where you could tell that the cast from all different walks and facets of life, so many folks that whether they have an extensive career such as yours or maybe they're a little bit fresh, just getting it started into it. Everybody came together to really deliver a good film. So the first thing I do want to ask you about is, with a career such as yours, man, and you has never let off the gas. What really truly excited you to get back into another film, a film of this caliber, and be a part of it?
Well, two things, Najir. I'd done a movie with Quentin Tarantino Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and the
Yeah, you
producer on
did.
that was Sharon McIntosh. And we just clicked immediately. And I just thought, this woman, she's got it together. She knows what she's doing. And then out of the blue, Shannon calls me and says, Hey, I'm doing a martial arts movie in Bangkok. Do you want to be in it? And I thought, I never in my life thought I'd get a phone call where somebody says, "Do you want to do a martial arts movie in Bangkok?" And I said, Shannon, Spider-Man was a long time ago. I said, I think my fighting days are over. And she said, No, 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 you're playing the CIA chief. You don't have to do any fighting. And I said, Oh, well, that's a relief. So I thought otherwise I'll be in the gym this afternoon trying to get ready for this. So I love the idea, Najir. Who I never thought I'd get a chance to be in a martial arts movie. I thought the closest I'm ever going to be in a martial arts movie is watching Brad Pitt beat Bruce Lee's ass in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And so for me to get a chance to do this, it was so fun. And as you just said, the mix of people was amazing because all these hugely experienced professional fighters, and then Ludi Lin, who plays like the main guy,
Yeah.
who's and he's done a lot of Mortal Kombat and Power
Mhm.
Rangers, and so that was fascinating. And then you got girls like Grace, who plays the female lead. It was her first movie; she'd never been
Yeah.
in a movie before, and so it was a great kind of mix of people. But the beautiful thing on a movie is no matter where you are on the ladder, once you start the movie, we're all on this. I always compare it to being like with a brigade of soldiers
Yeah.
in a war zone, and you're all working together for this on the same mission. And the mission is to make the best movie you could possibly make. And
Yeah.
I think that's what we tried to do on this. And we had floods, we had monsoons, we had all kinds of things go wrong, but we
Uh,
got there in the end. Yeah. No,
that's
I'm,
a
I'm very proud of it.
That's amazing. Listen, I just want to say in all due respect for all the action that was happening in the film. I was low key rooting. I was like, man, I hope Nicholas get into a little scuffle or something.
You know, we came close. You know that final scene where the guy's sticking the needle in my arm.
Yeah.
If the language I was using under my breath to that guy, this poor guy, he didn't speak any English, so I thought, well, I can get away with saying this about what I'm going to do to you, you mother. And of course, it was making Ludi laugh, so that I had to stop doing
The moral of the story here is whether it's a character or whether it is the human, you must listen to Nick. The outcomes come out in your favor here. They hadn't
it.
just sent in those, if they would have sent in the SWAT team, everything would have changed. But no, 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 no. They wanted to hesitate from behind while you were out there in the field.
That's
Let's talk about Nick a little bit here. I see he's a whiskey bourbon guy. How about yourself?
I'm partial to a single malt. I'm not gonna lie to you there. And of course, I love the fact that that very cool bar, which is a real bar in Bangkok. You walk through the door of this bar and you would swear you were in Havana in
Yeah.
1959. They even had pictures of Ricky Ricardo on the wall. I mean, it was, and they did salsa dancing in there every night. It was the coolest bar in Bangkok. And so for that to be my home, for that to be my office, was so cool.
Yeah.
And needless to say, we weren't drinking real rum in the scenes, but there was some tasting that went on once work was over. Yeah,
I
for
would
sure.
I would imagine there as a whiskey bourbon connoisseur myself, I was like, yeah, that's the guy I'll have a drink with, whether it's
Next
Nicholas or
time,
Nick, either way.
yeah. Next time I'm in DC next year, we should get together and you should show me a good place to have a bourbon because that I don't know.
It would be an honor, absolutely on me, my guy.
Okay, well, we'll
Now,
do it.
Now, listen, with all the craziness due to time, I got to sneak this question here. For all the craziness that Kevin Feige and all of them are doing over there at Marvel, where the possibilities are unlimited, you never know who may walk through the portal of time. As you mentioned, Spider-Man, and I just want to make sure that we give the proper respect for what you've done here historically as the first live action television series of Spider-Man here. You, my
Thank
friend,
you.
Spider-Man
Thanks,
Peter
Cynthia.
Parker.
Thank you.
Absolutely. If you do get one of those other strange calls that you thought you may have never had was going to have, are you going to pick up? If Kevin Feige says, "Hey, we need the cameo here," what are you going to do, buddy?
Oh, in a heartbeat, in a heartbeat. I've had so many people come up to me, in airports and wherever, and say, "Why aren't you in the?" And I thought it would be so fun for the fans. And I don't care, even if I just walk through the background in the back of it, just to have people go, "Wait a minute, no, wait, was that? Could
Yep.
that have been?" I just think that would be so fun. I would love to do it. So I hope Sony decides to do it because I would. I know when Stan Lee was alive, he used to do it, but
Yeah.
now that Stan's not with us anymore. I'd love to. I'd love to have a chance to do that. So let's send energy out there that they might want to do it.
Yeah, let's do that. I would love that. Absolutely, my guy. So listen for my final question here. The Art of Eight Limbs coming out digitally August 20th. This film again, high octane, nonstop action. What is it that you hope the fans take away from watching this experience, shall I say? I can't even call it a film. It's an experience here.
I hope it regenerates that excitement people had like back in the 90s, with martial arts movies. That the fact that, with things like the Marvel things that they've gone so far into fantasy land now and CGI effects, that these are real fighters fighting real fights and then with a storyline that is a real storyline, like, my character and the storyline about the poison gas and the espionage. And these are all real facts. I mean, these are things that go on. So I think it's a combination of reality and brilliant athleticism on the part of those fighters. Because man, you watch those guys train, and forget the Olympics. I mean, those guys they work and they are good at what they do. They are tough as nails, every single one of them. So
Yeah.
for me, I hope it just regenerates a lot of respect that like the early Bruce Lee movies had and that kind of thing. And I think it will. I have a feeling these four films will do it. And
Amazing. Nicholas, call
yeah,
your people. Tell them to drop the BTS. We need to see behind the scenes on this here. We need the whole package now.
Oh, they shot it. So I hope they do show it. Yeah, there was a guy walking around with the camera the whole time we were filming. So I'm sure that'll be coming out soon. Yeah, they did the package.
Amazing. Well, I'll be here for it. I totally agree. For a big martial arts fan and lover of cinema, I love the fact that sometimes we get martial arts fans that just stick to the action. But here, you
Yeah,
not only get the action, you get the
yeah,
stunts, you get the hand-to-hand combat, the choreography, but you get the story too. Every
yeah.
character counts in this one, and that's truly why this makes it a must-watch film for everybody. Nicholas, it's been a
Thanks,
complete
dear.
honor today.
Pleasure
So
to talk to a fellow Washingtonian.
that's right, my brother. That's right. Once again,
Okay.
folks, The Art of Eight Limbs coming out digitally August 20th. It's been a pleasure talking to you today.
Thanks, Najir.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
buddy.
I